you like took jazz and made it heavy. Like, was that how did you come to that point? It's very interesting how you meshed it because I can't think of a time I've
I
heard that.
was I got interested in becoming a guitarist because of Led Zeppelin, right? I listened to two Led Zeppelin albums every single day as a teenager, and there were only like I can't remember how many albums at the time, 7 or 8 albums, but I'd be like Led Zeppelin 2 and Presence. And tomorrow I'm going to do the live album, and that's a double record, so I'd listen to that whole thing beginning to end, and that'd be like the Houses of the Holy and Led Zepp 1 or whatever, and I just was obsessed with them, and because of them this blues thing came out. Willie Dixon. Well, who's this guy? I got to check this Willie Dixon guy out. The blues. So I started exploring the blues. Then I got a guitar teacher who wouldn't teach me Stairway to Heaven. So I fired him and got a new guy. And this guy said, do you like jazz? And I'm like, yeah, my mom listens to that, And so I got her. I got a George Benson album, and I was like listening to the guitar. I'm like, what is that? What is he doing? How the hell does he do that? And I just became fascinated by it. And then I was in college, and my parents, was like, you're going to college, whatever. So they were splitting it with me until I flunked out, and as a pre-med major. And so I came home, and my dad said, what are you going to do? I'm not going to help you out anymore. You're academic probation, whatever. I said, I'm going to go to Lane Community College. I'm going to study music. And his exact words to me were, bullshit. And in my mind right then, I was like, watch. And I did. I went to Lane Community College. I learned to read, read music, and took theory and got straight A's from there on. I auditioned at Oregon on classical and jazz guitar, got in on both. And I just became obsessed. And so I didn't forget about Led Zeppelin, but it was like I had done that from the age of 14 to 17, like just it was AC/DC, Zep. I love Sabbath, but and I got to New York. I decided I really wanted to live in New York because I was always reading about Minton's Playhouse, Charlie Parker, Thelonious Monk, Coltrane, everybody came from North Carolina, Philly, St. Louis, Miles, all over the place, and New York was the epicenter. That I go, there's got to be something there. I have to be there, and I went there. Guy auditioned for Manhattan School of Music and got in, and I got a little small scholarship and then a work study job to mop the stage every morning at like 6 a.m. And it was great. It was amazing. And I continued studying jazz, and I was the youngest guy in the program, and I had all these super pro amazing musicians like Dave Berger and Steve Ture, these incredible like world-class jazz musician guys that were playing with Benny Golson or Stan Kenton or whatever, and then me. I was like, hey, yeah, I'm the dumbass from Oregon. And but I saw that I had a knack for composition because I was always trying to push the boundaries. I was always trying to do different things, and I was learning these Jim Hall chords and these things. And then I decided, I graduated. I'm like, I got to do something. So I started auditioning and looking in the Village Voice, auditioning for every band I could find. Found this band of Susan's band. That's really cool. They said, check out this Gang of Four band. And I go, that's really cool. Then I started exploring that era of music, and I found Killing Joke. I found Wire. We toured with Wire. I found the Buzzcocks. I found That Petrol Emotion. I found all this amazing. I was like, oh my God, rock guitar is not dead. Because to me, the stuff that came after Zepp and AC/DC and everything was too soft. I didn't like Boston Journey or Foreigner. They're amazing players and songwriters. It just, something didn't connect with me. I don't know what it was. It felt really sterile in some weird way, or contrived, I guess. And I don't mean to speak, ill of those, because they're incredible. Steve Lukather and Toto, he's a phenomenal musician. That whole band are phenomenal, but it's just, I don't know. I wanted something a little dirtier.